Notice, AniSins is completely inspired by the channel CinemaSins and their series Everything Wrong With. AniSins would have never been birthed without them.
Are you kidding me? This is happening? It's been over a year since the last SAO video. Can I just not do this? And this is Alfheim. We're doing Alfheim. You're really gonna make me sit through 11 episodes of Alfheim again, only in the dub. Okay, fine. Fuck you. Here's 100 fuck you sins before the video even starts. Oh, fucking great way to start the next arc. Just cut to the next sin. I need a bucket. Can someone tell me why Jesus couldn't or his parents wouldn't have smashed that thing into pieces? Ah, son, I'm so glad you're finally free of this device that kept you locked in a virtual world with a 40% chance of death for 2 years. Let's put it right on your shelf where it'll haunt you for years to come.
Oh, Asuna, I've turned into the biggest crybaby.
Because when thousands of people were murdered and your love interest is still locked in another game, the thing that should be troubling you most is the fact that you express emotion. Opening 2 is not opening 1. Hey, she may now be the biggest misogynistic symbol of female inferiority since she's literally a damsel trapped in a cage waiting for Jesus Good to save her. But at least she has a hot outfit.
Me and him, we look nothing alike.
Bitch, you all legitimately have the same faces. What?
Good morning.
What the fuck?
At least you've been keeping it up. It's light.
What? It's not light. It's timber bamboo.
Oh, yeah, right.
Fun fact, kids, if I play a character in a video game that uses guns or swords constantly, and then I try to pick one up in real life, my experience playing that video game has no effect on actual weapons. Are you kidding me? Basically, playing SAO for 2 years in a virtual world did not enhance your actual physical capabilities at all because you weren't actually fucking doing it. Is this real?
You think maybe we could give it a go?
What, you mean a match? Like, seriously? A real match with pads and stuff?
Yeah, on second thought, no contact. I mean, I'd feel like crap if I ended up hurting you.
Do you all realize how big of an insult this is? It's like me telling a trained samurai that I can beat him in a one-on-one battle because I fucking played Devil May Cry!
I've been doing rehab in the gym every day, so I think I'm gonna be good to go.
Man, he crushed a water bottle? Scary. Man, you're good to go in terms of physical capabilities, man.
What kind of stance is that supposed to be?
Don't you worry about it. This is my own style.
Boys and girls, the embodiment of all weebs worldwide. So Jesus-kun has a key card to Asuna's room? Her parents just allowed this? Let me take a gander at how the conversation went. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Yuki. My name is Kirigaya, and I banged your daughter virtually for about a week. Mind giving me a keycard to Asuna's room even though I barely started talking to her where I could possibly do anything dirty that I wanted to her? Ah, sure thing, Jesus-kun. Obvious bad guy alert is very obvious.
Are you sure this is really what you want? I mean, you're still young. You have your whole life ahead of you.
Thank you for your concern, but my heart's set on it. But even though she's like this, she's still beautiful. I'd like to see her in that wedding dress.
Ah, of course, because wedding a minor to like a 20-year-old dude who is still in a fucking coma makes so much sense. Oh my god, Asuna, you're alive! Now just change into this wedding dress then what?
The sooner we prepare ourselves for the inevitable, the better.
So you knew she was getting married, yet still told her in-game husband? Yeah, here's a key to her room. So there are no cameras in the patient's rooms? Also, holy shit, making a bad guy this cringy just so we hate him a lot. Forced bad guy is so fucking forced.
It's
Adopt a late 20-something-year-old business guy? Didn't Asuna's dad just say, he's my partner's son? So how the fuck is this adoption thing going to work? He is someone else's son!
I know we're not supposed to talk about what happened inside the SAO server, but he's my partner's son, so it's fine.
It's true.
This is true. It is possible to marry someone if they are your adopted sibling in Japan. But why go through all this trouble to wed these two people? What's the motive? Money? Power? Work? This is all just an incredibly forced situation, so Jesus-kun has another competitor with Asuna.
The company was forced into bankruptcy. Oh.
First of all, for what reason were the servers not shut down as well after SAO's end? You can't just say, oh yeah, they're still up and running because reasons. Second, if Asuna's dad is the CEO of the company who has the rights to the maintenance servers of SAO, how the hell does he not know that people who are still trapped in Alfheim are because of his full dive team? And finally, Kayaba said last episode that everything in SAO was being erased. That should include the data for maintaining its servers.
And right now it's deleting all the data from its drives. In about 10 minutes, everything in this world will disappear forever.
We're having the ceremony here on January 26th, a week from now. Save the date. Even though you're not welcome here anymore, you should come to the wedding.
How the hell do you arrange a marriage if the person is not even conscious? Do you, Sugo, take Asuna to be your weirdly adopted sister-wife incest thing? I do. And do you, unconscious Asuna, take Sugo to be your weird adopted brother-husband thingy? Well, that works for me. You may kiss your coma-ridden sister. You can't see the character's eyes, so it's a serious moment cliché.
I guess about the way he's been since middle school. He'd go into his room and play games online for hours. You think it's because he found out about his real parents?
Welcome to literally every single middle school boy ever.
He was always into computers and technology. By the time he was 6, he'd already built his own computer out of spare parts.
Oh, praiseth be the Jesus-kun. He knew what motherboards, CPUs, hard drives, RAM, expansion cards, and so many other computer necessities were by the age of 6. Not only that, but he knew how to assemble his own computer too out of spare parts. Wow, at 6? I was making macaroni into a smiley face. Are you kidding me?
In the end, your heart belongs to her.
Because everyone decides their life partner before they're even able to drive.
Asuna.
Well, that was convenient.
Yo, you're early, man.
What'd you do, scare all your customers away?
That's racist.
It's an MMO for the Amusphere. It's what replaced nerve gear on the market.
Huh.
Yes, because when 4,000 people consisting of men, women, and especially children are brutally murdered, the first thing we definitely should not do is investigate on full dive gear.
Alfheim online?
Actually, it's pronounced Alfheim.
Grammar police.
And combat depends on your real-life physical abilities.
I better see a bunch of overweight den dwellers with Dakimakura polluting this game then.
Other than that, it's like SAO with magic.
Hey, remember that game that kept you hostage for 2 years that you just escaped like a month ago? Yeah, let's go play a game that's literally the same game but with wings and incest.
Please select which race you wish to play as.
That one looks good.
You have selected Spriggan.
Of course, Sir Edgelord goes with the black sprite.
Your character's appearance will be decided at random.
And random selection of appearance? That's probably the stupidest feature I've ever heard for an MMO. Also, random appearance my ass. He looks exactly like how he does in real life, just with his hair spiky.
It's all my skills and stats from SAO.
Yes, you poor 14-year-old child. We know you just went through an extremely traumatizing experience that, if it hasn't killed you, probably left you mentally scarred for the rest of your life. But don't worry, there's a silver lining. You get to keep all of your stats. Why the hell is Yui that Jesus-kun Ex Machina the only item that's recognizable? That wasn't even an item in SAO. How do you transport stats but not items? What is going on? And again, how the hell are these stats and Yui transferable when Kayaba said himself that everything in SAO was erased? Yui was an SAO AI. Stats are a part of a game's data. Someone please help me.
I remember you, Daddy.
Fucking gag me.
When I checked, I still had my old skills and stats.
And let's talk about that stat transfer bullshit for 1 second. There are 9 sprites, right? I'm assuming each one specializes in its own thing. How do stats from a sword game, where the classes are completely different, transfer perfectly to any of 9 magical sprites with different strengths and weaknesses? It's a completely different game! How the hell does this work? I'm gonna add a good 100 sins for making a mockery of well-made MMOs worldwide.
What am I gonna do about my skill level?
No one else can see them. Well, no one except the Game Master, and as long as he doesn't, you should be okay.
Oh, awesome.
Wait, so the game master doesn't even know that this game is merging stats from SAO into Alfheim? They had to have programmed the game to combine skill sets, or else the game wouldn't do it! How is this a thing? Didn't this company program this shit? Help me! So the creators of this game saw Yui's AI data and said, in case whoever crystallized this AI program comes to play Alfheim online, we'll make it so she can become a fucking Tinkerbell.
This is great. I think I've got it down.
Ah yes, flying in this game is apparently really hard, but our Lord and Savior can figure it out in 12 seconds.
Whoever's not afraid of dying, come on, step up and get some.
Listen to these words. Listen to them and imagine someone telling this to you in a game like Dark Souls or any other fighter, but not sarcastically, but actually saying this like they mean it. Are you cringing yet? I think I've already lost all feeling in my right leg because of this one encounter. Oh thank God, step aside, milk tits. Let Jesus can come and 1v3 the fuck out of these guys.
But next time you're going down.
Oh, then next time I'll make sure to bring more friends along.
You know, having a Pixie Fairy sound effect ring through everyone's ears as you're flying away doesn't really make your statement of bringing more no-name idiots any more intimidating.
If we break down what just happened, it's one of those knight in shining armor saves the princess moments.
Huh? What a spriggan like you is doing wandering around here.
I guess I got lost.
How could you get that lost? Spriggan territory's way to the east. God, you're weird.
It's not that funny. Seriously, that's not funny at all. Stop trying to force a relationship between two people out of nowhere. Again.
I guess I should introduce myself. I'm Leafa. Nice to meet you.
I'm Kirito.
Okay, adding 500 sins here. Why, you ask? Because the name Kirito was apparently such a fucking legend in SAO that random hair-sniffing lunatics know it. Yet his fucking cousin doesn't even know his go-to name. And even if she didn't know, how fucking stupid can you be? He looks like him, sounds like him, his avatar name is extremely similar to his actual name, and he's a 1-inch thick, all-black wearing edgelord who holds his sword like a fucking weeb. You are a gigantic titted fucktard.
And if you don't mind, I'd like to pick your brain about some stuff.
Like, what kind of stuff?
Just more about this world. And especially about the tree.
Oh, you mean the world tree?
No, this apple tree I'm trying to plant. Yes, the fucking world tree, milk tits.
Can you feel where my hand is touching you?
Oh, I can feel where your hand is touching me.
Different races have different skills, huh?
And yet your stats from a sword-based game with no magic whatsoever were perfectly transferred over.
Thank God you're okay!
Thank God you're okay. I thought you'd have to go through some awful things like respawn timers.
Spriggan!
That's Spriggest.
On second thought, I can't go today.
Huh? You're not going?
Nope. I sort of promised Kirito I'd buy him a drink for saving me.
First of all, admitting you were the damsel in distress that needed to be saved, you oh-so-confident harem bait. And second, abandoning your friends because of this random guy you met 46 minutes ago.
Why would you help another race with a quest if they're the ones who get the reward? Can you imagine anyone being cool with that arrangement?
Yeah, a lot of people. It's a fucking video game. I'm pretty sure there are plenty of people who would set aside the unlimited wings bullshit to have the title of first group of people to beat the tree bullshit. And wouldn't some people who want to test that just try an alternate account with a different race and help their friends on that account? This way they can actually beat it? You can't see her eyes, so it's a serious moment cliche. Even though, you know, it's not a serious moment. But fuck me, right?
Do you want to meet up tomorrow?
Yeah, sure.
Then I'll meet you here tomorrow at 3 p.m. sharp.
Yes, random person watching this anime. This is to show that you too will meet endless hot girl after hot girl in video games, just waiting to go on quests with you.
Daddy?
Every time she says daddy, I die a little on the inside. I'm kidding, I don't die a little, I die a lot on the inside.
I'd never really force myself on you.
I'm pretty sure sniffing someone's hair while they're in a coma constitutes as touching someone when they don't want you to.
But the next time we meet, I hope you'll be just a bit more submissive.
Well, that's obviously a literal rape threat. Why do I watch shows like these? You guys fucking suck. You better love me for this. Also, she's very much a minor. She's 17, so that's actually a child rape threat. Great writing out of 10, Sword Art.
It wasn't too difficult to adjust the routers. The minute SAO's players were logged out, I just grabbed a few from the flow. Just like that. I had 300 of my very own test subjects.
How the fuck did anyone not realize that the program that the Nerve Gears were running after logging out of SAO was Alfheim? Are people just that stupid that they couldn't even find that shit out?
Titania.
First of all, I love how Sword Art Online that murdered 4,000 children was clearly not researched at all, since this shit is still fucking happening. Second, why Titania? That has to be one of the stupidest nicknames I've ever heard.
My research has taken great strides the past 2 months. I've been developing a technology that seeds memories with objects and uses them to control emotion.
Yes, I'm sure someone who can't even realize that Jesus Kunt is in his own game and is overpowered as hell because of his stats from SAO can definitely alter someone's fucking memories. A guy who can supposedly alter memories chooses to go with a number lock instead of an eye scanner because why the fuck not?
Kirito, please save me. All I'm doing is showing him the way. That's all I'm doing.
Ah yes, my favorite type of female character. Showing all of the female and none of the character. Ah yes, I too look at gigantic ironclad swords that can rip people in half and smile like a schoolgirl as well.
When flying long distances, it's better if you start from a higher altitude. That's what the tower's here for.
Why do the height altitudes even matter? If you can fly for 10 minutes and in any direction you want, just take the additional 5 seconds to fly to whatever altitude you want instead of wasting time to go on top of buildings like that.
What did you say?
Party members aren't items, so don't expect them to be on call for you.
This just in, folks. Video games are really fucking serious business. Like, you need interventions and shit.
You could have at least said something before you left.
Oh, sorry, I guess I forgot.
Oh.
She's nice in front of Jesus-kun, but was giving him attitude and smashing him in the stomach with a kendo sword when no one else was around. I introduced to all of you a Class A bitch. Ah, yes, my episode dose of pedophilia. I'm gonna add a good 100 sins because, well, you're seeing what I'm seeing, right?
Unbelievable. You can be so stubborn.
Yeah, why are you so stubborn? I'm only trying, as a 25-year-old-ish man, to become your adopted brother and then shove my penis inside of your 14-year-old body. Alright, before the fanboys attack, 17.
Seriously, no matter what I do, I can't hurt you.
And I can't hurt you, but I can keep your mind trapped inside of a VR game, because that's not psychologically damaging at all.
It's not like that body's real.
Regardless if it's a real body or not, you still feel like you're in an actual body, you dumb twat.
I'll bet you anything that brat won't have the guts to put on the nerve gear ever again.
Yes, because he most certainly wouldn't try to save bitch over here, but would definitely show up to your wedding.
He told me I was his daughter. That makes him my daddy. You see how that works?
Yes, because if I found a lost girl with amnesia in the forest and then proceeded to tell her I'm the father when I'm not, it's really easy to see how that works. This has to be the worst animated bat I've ever seen.
Oh, Sunarza no Toraiza Au.
Because listening to Bryce Papenbrook speak English wasn't deafening enough. Because it was totally necessary to press him against the wall in a sexual fashion.
Bash on it all day and it won't destroy it.
Can we jump in the lake and swim around it?
Nope. At least, not unless you want to be lunch. The water is filled with high-level monsters.
I need you to stay behind and focus on healing me. That way I can fight harder and not worry about my HP.
What the fuck do you mean not worry about HP? You have your same stats from SAO, right? Aren't you fucking overpowered right now? You stood in the middle of 7 guys and nothing fucking happened. You could probably fuck up the creatures in the water too.
As long as I'm alive, I'm not gonna let anyone in my party die.
It's a normal video game, sir fucking edgelord. But AniSins, this is a throwback to when those fodder idiots died in SAO. Yes, I know that, and I cannot give any less fucks.
What the hell? What's he doing?
Ah yes, our brilliant Jesus-kun tries to physically break the shield wall instead of, you know, going around them and then attacking from behind or just going straight for the fucking mages. But I guess it looks so much more badass this way.
Check it out. Those are all the items in Yuld I won after beating your asses. All you have to do is answer my questions and they could be yours. Sound good? Seriously?
Bribing is always funny.
Like, I know I used that spell Yui suggested.
Do it now!
I also remember getting huge.
Too bad you're not huge where it matters.
He's using illusion magic.
I remember losing my sword and then grabbing people.
And you were chomping down on them, remember that?
Oh, yeah.
That's not an illusion if you actually changed into the fucking thing, you idiot!
Oh, I totally forgot. Rekon's not online. Maybe he's asleep.
So Milk Tits over here was such an important member for so long in her little tryhard group. I mean, according to this little edgelord over here. But Rekon is her only friend? She doesn't even have Jesus-kun added? Because calling 27 times and not answering means that you just need to try to call again.
What do you want?
You picked up! Finally! Where were you, Suguha?
Where do you fucking think?
If you take out the leader of a territory, you get 30% of its money. You can invade its hometown for 10 days and charge whatever tax you want.
Then you basically get all of their money, right? If you can make any tax you want. Yeah, I just took over your species bullshit. I'm charging a 300 trillion% tax increase. Congrats! You're penniless forever. How is that fair?
In a virtual world, there's things you have to protect because it's a virtual world.
Yes, so many important things like your weapons, abilities, relation. Ah, fuck it.
Ugh, wow, I sounded pretentious, didn't I?
Yes, you fucking did.
The monsters!
I guess this speed bullshit didn't come to mind when fighting the salamander fodder a few episodes ago.
Do you see that salamander's sword? It's the demon sword, Graham. You need a two-handed sword skill of 950 to equip it.
950?
Yes, and there's only one person I know who can use it. General Eugene.
I love how they're trying really hard to make this sound interesting when it's really a bunch of harem bait talking random bullshit to make Jesus-kun's win all the more impressive. Speaking of harem bait, can I ask why literally everyone looks so in shape? I mean, generally speaking, video game players aren't necessarily notorious for being the most fit people in the world.
What was that? The ethereal shift, the sword's bonus skill. Whenever someone tries to block it with a shield or sword, the demonic swordgram can phase right through it.
Yes, this sword can phase through any blocking sword until it doesn't phase through a blocking sword.
Mortimer's a brilliant strategist, but in terms of sheer power, they say Eugene is the game's strongest player.
Oh no. He's the strongest player?
Adding 100 sins here for flat out saying, yeah, Jesus-kun can single-handedly beat the best person in the game after playing it for fucking 2 hours, but needed help dealing with those idiotic mages from last episode.
Power is very important to a man like Sigurd. And not just for his abilities and character stats, but also as a player. He craves power.
What even the fuck? This dude's got actual people signing in to wear slutty clothing and sit on his lap? It's a video game. These are middle to high schoolers.
Why would he turn spy for the salamanders?
I heard a rumor that they'll be putting in a reincarnation system.
No way!
I'm sure Mortimer made him an offer. Bring me the head of your leader and I'll reincarnate you as a salamander.
Wait, they're implementing a system for people to change their race? Okay, that's cool. I can dig that. But why the fuck do you need anyone's approval? Any system where it's like, yeah, you can change, but only if blank lets you is absolutely fucking idiotic.
Have you ever thought about being a merc for the cat scene? You get 3 meals a day plus snacks and a nap.
So, Kirito, I was thinking, how about we get to know each other a little better? I know a cute little pub in Sylvain. My treat.
Ah yes, how could I forget Jesus-kun's most powerful skill from Sword Art Online that got transferred over as well. It's a passive ability that makes all nearby pussy gravitate around you for all eternity. The reason? Because he's fucking Jesus.
For your information, he's my...
Brother, he's your brother.
Aw, come on, Sakuya. That's not fair. You're totally seducing him with those things.
Look, I appreciate the offers, really. But the thing is, she promised to take me to the World Tree, so... sorry.
I love how Jesus-kun was flat out told he was trying to be seduced, and instead of saying that he had a girlfriend, wife, slave thing, he just said that he had to go to the World Tree. Jesus-kun continues to be a Class A douchebag.
Oh, but I wasn't flirting with anyone.
When those those girls were clinging to you, I noticed that your heart rate increased.
I'm a guy. That's what happens when girls get too close.
Yes, and as a guy in a committed relationship, you know, since it's a fucking Xbox relationship, it should also be your job to tell those hoes, hey, I have a fucking damsel to save before she gets raped by her newly adopted 25-year-old brother. Sorry, I gotta go.
I think what she means is most of the time, you don't really seem much like a girl.
Okay, whoa! Say that again, I dare you!
No, like you're easy to get along with. I meant it in a good way.
Because girls that are easy to get along with aren't girls. Why the hell does bitch have access to this? Let me guess what the fairy file was thinking. Oh yes, let's give bitch access to the top secret research base in case she needs to break out and wants to snoop around for more information. This way we can get more narrative going. I'm brilliant.
What were you doing?
Oh, tooling around online?
Just don't go too overboard, okay?
Says the fucking guy still playing games after almost getting his brain fried. Because the fairy file needs a map to traverse his own fucking research facility.
I'm in love with my brother. I'm in love with my brother. I'm in love with my brother. I'm in love with my brother.
Lucky falling access card is very fucking lucky. 10 fucking minute respawn timers. Even if I hate this show and legitimately everything about it, this is just fucking cruel. 30-second flashback that thoroughly reminded me how ass the first half of the show was. Oh no, Oni-chan, I had to go in there and save you from those awful 9 minutes of respawning that you'd have to do.
Is that you, Kazuto?
Sugu?
Holy fucking incestual coincidence.
No!
Sugu!
I can't bear to see you virtual anymore. I have to log out and be back at our house where my room is 3 feet away from yours.
And if you're mad because I'm using the nerve gear again, I'm sorry.
You're wrong. That's not why.
I'm angry about the fact that you're chasing after your Xbox wife and not falling in love with your sister. I could care less if the nerve gear trapped you in there again.
I betrayed the feelings I had. I betrayed the love I felt.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Because a vision softly creeping.
I mean, love? But you and me were...
No, we're not.
Huh?
I said no, we're not! I know you're not really my brother, and I'm not your sister.
You say you're not real brother-sister, but this relationship is still so sick because you treat it so much like a brother-sister relationship.
I'm in love with my brother.
Tell me how the fuck that's not nauseating.
But those 2 years I spent trapped in SAO taught me something. The difference between a real and a virtual world is slim at best. It's a waste of time asking people who they really are.
Yes, because I act the same in person as I do when playing shitty MMORPGs like Destiny. Hell, they may as well be saying the way I talk and present myself on YouTube is the exact same way I talk to people in real life, which is actually fucking hilarious.
'Cause in the end, whoever you think they are, that's who they really are.
What? Hey you, random video game playing loser, I think you're an asshole. That means you are an asshole.
How could I be so horrible to you? And how could you be so strong? I wish I could be as strong as you, big brother.
Okay, what did you do that was horrible and he needs to be strong for? Yeah, you're fucking gross in the way that you're in love with your brother and I recommend getting medical support, but other than that and being cow-tit harem bait, you didn't do anything wrong. You're just here, making me wish for a slow and painful death.
After everything I've said and done, I thought all I had to do was find the guts to confess my feelings to you.
Yes, because her thrusting a kendo sword into your bowels yesterday was the greatest sign a woman can give that she likes you. Dropping weapon to show your love for the person cliché. 6 fucking seconds of incest air spinning.
And I can't come back until she wakes up.
And when you do, I'll be there. It doesn't matter how long it takes. I'll be waiting for the day you come back to us for real.
Because a girl that you spoke to for like 3 weeks and married in a video game should definitely be more important than your own family.
Why are the Guardians targeting us instead of him?
My guess is they're using a different targeting algorithm than any of the other bosses in the game.
This game had an algorithm where no other boss attacked healers? Then this has to be the easiest game I've ever heard of. Well, I guess that makes sense considering everyone in this game is an edgy or slutty idiot who's unusually attractive.
A self-destruct spell! He used it even though the penalty's worse than a normal death.
How the fuck do you get a worse than normal death in a video game? Oh no! He gets an additional 60 seconds on his respawn timer? The horror!
We can't even begin to repay that Spriggan for all he's done.
Sakuyo's got a point, you know? I mean, the only reason we're here for this little raid's because of all the money he gave us.
Call me crazy, but that sounds like something a video game prostitute would say. I'm holding your sword, so our power is now one, or some bullshit like that, cliche.
It's locked by the system administrator.
What's that supposed to mean?
Restricted access! This door was never intended to be opened by a player!
Then why the fuck would you make that a quest in the first place? What if some players beat this impossible quest, couldn't get in, then got fucked up? They'd post about it, the game's reputation would be ruined, and then go out of business. You'd be better off not making a quest in the first place.
Is this it? Is this the top of the world tree? There's supposed to be a floating city up here. There was never any grand quest. The whole damn thing was a lie. He's gonna pay for this.
Yes, how dare he lie about the grand quest. Make him pay for that. Not, you know, marrying and fucking your Xbox wife.
Yeah, I know. We gotta get Asuna out of here first, right?
I love how saving bitch was an afterthought, like, oh shit, before I make him pay for lying to me about video games, I have to save sugar tits, right? Fuck.
Mommy! Mommy!
Yui!
Hey.
Fucking stab me in the throat, and just let the knife sit there until you can see the life leave my eyes. Okay, can I talk about this little shit Yui here? This little lolicon bait has to be some of the most awfully written garbage I've ever seen in my life. Ah yes, let's take an artificial intelligence, turn it into a lolly, make that lolly's parents the main characters so it looks like a role-playing family, then make that lolly hackable into a teardrop through some fucking magical Jesus-kun hacking prowess, transfer that teardrop into another fucking game where lolicon bait now turned into fucking Tinkerbell and can hack the most random shit that you can think of like keycards and bird cages, but not log out buttons or barriers cause fuck you, we don't feel like explaining any of this shit. You know you failed as a show when you're trying to unironically display this pedophilic scene, but it's still so damn funny. Okay, it was funny for the first 8 episodes, now this is crossing the point where the author is just putting his weird-ass eye-licking fetishes into this shit.
Do you remember how you showed me the power of the human will was superior to the system? How you showed me the possibilities of the future?
You're...
Get up, Kirito. Get up!
For fuck's sake, the mass murderer becomes friends with Jesus-kun? What story even is this anymore?
System login. ID Heathcliff.
What? Whose ID are you using?
Ah yes, the ID that the game's master didn't even know created by a dead guy. You gotta love these Jesus-kun assholes.
Did you just flinch? Cause the other guy never flinched, no matter how bad things got. You know him. Akihiko Kayaba!
Are you actually complimenting the guy who murdered over 4,000 people for no reason?
You're supposed to be dead! Why are you still getting in my way?
I think that this is the first legitimate question that was asked this entire series.
In a way, I get where you're coming from. I lost to him too. And then I had to go work for him.
Because working in someone's MMORPG clan is the same as working for someone in an actual corrupt business.
And as usual, I have no idea what you're talking about. I guess I should thank you though.
Giving thanks to the mass murderer who got you in this mess in the first place!
There's always a price. Always.
What's this?
The beginnings of a new world. I call it the seed. What you do with it is up to you. You can even delete it if you want.
So Kayaba says there's a price, and what's the price? The price is your own creatable virtual reality game that you can keep or destroy. Wow, now that's a heavy burden to live with.
You don't have to thank me for a thing. I'm just happy I got the chance to help my big brother in his world.
I am the one, the way your son don't need a gun to get respect up on the street.
Oh, but first, First, I'm going to kill you.
Yes, because that won't be easily found out in front of a hospital and when 2 other people would know who the assailant was.
Die, damn you!
Okay, thank God this show is back to being hilariously idiotic again. Adding 100 sins here because this show is trying to make me believe that there are times, like around 9:30, 10 p.m.-ish, according to the clock from the last shot, when hospitals are completely empty, which they never fucking are. And let's say even in some parallel twisted universe where hospitals are closed at 10 p.m. and said fuck you to anyone who needed a doctor at night, do you really think they would just leave the door open and anyone would be able to walk into any room as they please? This show expects me to believe that Asuna looks like this after not moving or eating for about 2.5 years.
So anyway, I'm Asuna Yuki. And I'm finally back.
I'm Kazuto Kirigaya. Welcome home, Asuna.
And I'm Alex from AniSins, and I wanna fucking hang myself. Anime set in school cliche.
You're starting to sound like an old man, Kirito.
And by the way, it's not Kirito, it's Kazuto. This is real life. You shouldn't call someone by their avatar's name here.
You heard it, folks. Saying our Lord and Savior's name when not in a video game is just as good as spitting on him.
Although, the doctors say I shouldn't run just yet.
You will.
By the way, Kirito...
For fuck's sake, bitch, we just had a conversation about saying our Lord and Savior's name in vain!
That night in the parking lot, the police came and arrested Sugo. Later, when they interrogated him, he denied everything and tried to pin the blame on Akihiko Kayaba.
Any reason why his hair is white all of a sudden? And I swear to Jesus-kun, if some Tokyo Ghoul fanboy spits out some bullshit about Marie Antoinette syndrome, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. How is this guy standing? Wasn't he lifeless for 2.5 years as well?
And as for the 5 or 6 other VR MMOs, with all the negative press and the public outcry, their days were numbered too.
Ah, okay, so it took the experimentation of 300 people to destroy the virtual reality genre. Not, you know, the imprisoning of 10,000 people for 2 years, followed by the murder of 4,000 of those people. Oh, just kidding, the virtual reality genre isn't actually dead because of the fucking seed. Woohoo, back to video games, people!
Kayaba's dead. They say it was suicide.
No way.
Yeah, when the world of SAO collapsed, he did a high-output scan on his brain and fried it when it was over.
So wait, Kayaba didn't even die from Sword Art Online? He had to fry his own brain? What even are the rules anymore?
Wait, was he trying to copy his consciousness to the net or something?
Also, this show tries to make me believe in uploading consciences to the internet.
Seriously, Rika, you're driving me crazy with all that slurping.
Leave me alone. He's all over her and it's driving me nuts.
This scene is here to remind you that every forgettable pussy worldwide can't live without Jesus-kun.
Did you ever meet Egil?
Yeah, we went hunting together a couple of times in ALO. His avatar's ginormous.
He's also big where it matters. Take notes, Jesus-kun.
I took the thing Kayaba called the seed over to Egil and asked him to check it out. Turned out it was a full dive MMO that Kayaba developed. It came in a program package called the World Seed.
Because the first thing you should do after being locked in a game by a virtual reality creator is go back into that virtual reality game created by that same person.
Nice, Anguru.
Ah, incest dancing. Never fails to just touch your soul. And your penis.
No way, is that...
Isn't it awesome? That's Aincrad, the floating castle.
I'm gonna go ahead and add 1,000 sins unless someone could tell me how the fuck Aincrad and all 100 bosses are here now, even though Kayaba said that everything in SAO was erased. What is continuity, am I right?
How? I mean, what's it doing here?
I'm gonna beat it.
I love how she asked how Aincrad got there and the question is just 100% dodge, like, fuck you, it's here now, deal with it.
Come on, Kirito, Leafa, let's go.
Literally fuck off. Saying something, but it's muted for dramatic effect cliche. Oh Jesus, Kun, it took me over a year to get the courage to finish this shit. And before anyone complains in the comments, don't worry, every single anime on my channel that you've seen, I've watched both subbed and dubbed, okay? So please don't ask, oh, it would have been so much better subbed. No, it really was not. It really was not. This was painful, like legitimately painful. I hate you guys, but I love you guys, which is why I did it. But at least I'm done with this franchise forever. Sorry guys, hold on. Yeah, what's up? Hey man. Yeah, I just finished this fucking garbage. Yeah, 11 episodes of pure shit. Yeah, dub too. Fucking hell, right? Yeah, what about this franchise? Wait. What do you mean there's a season 2?
I'm in love with my brother.
Hello everyone, Alex here. Sorry about the lateness of this video. A lot of problems arose around Christmas and I had to take care of all of my obligations, but thank you for still watching, and I'd really like to thank Acronite sincerely for supporting me greatly through Patreon. If you missed the last video, I opened the Patreon in the hopes of speeding up video progress by quitting my job and hiring an editor. So if you'd like to support this channel, please click the link on the screen, and it'll take you straight to the Patreon. And regardless if you donate or not, I greatly appreciate your support of this channel. Also, if you didn't catch my awful video that I made when I was a noob over a year ago about SAO's first arc, you can watch that too. Anyways, happy belated holidays, and let's hope for a sinful 2017.